If Arsenal don't win the league, is it the biggest bottle ever?
Can you think back? Because I don't think it is, so I'm going to be making the case for it not being the biggest bottle ever. And I don't think any of your statistics can change my mind.
Well,
mathematically, it wouldn't be the biggest bottle.
Of course, you're going to. Sorry.
Mathematically. But as a Spurs fan, yes, it would be the biggest. I mean, they could have had a chance last weekend or 2 weekends ago to go 9 points clear at the top of the table. So in terms of mathematically, no, but the chance they've had to increase their lead and not taking it, yes.
I've got some of the statistical biggest bottles here. One of them actually is Arsenal, 22-23. 8 points clear they were with 9 games to go. But that was against treble-winning City, and Arsenal probably didn't have much of a right to be up there.
I think Arsenal were beginning to have the right to get up there.
But they weren't like favourites.
No, they weren't. City were always favourites in that league, I think.
Yeah. Newcastle, 95-96, they were 12 points clear. But that was with 15 games to go.
Yeah, I do. That was a big bottle job. I think that might be the biggest one that I always think of. And it's not a dig at Newcastle, but it's mainly just the narrative that goes with it.
Yeah.
And I think
the drama.
It's the drama, the talking to the managers after the game with the headsets.
Yeah.
Like that's now it's so friendly. I don't know if we need more managers to be as stressed as Kevin.
No, he was
just...
I was a stressed man.
He was just so...
I think he knew how close it was and how far it got away from him.
And Sir Alex just seemed really... He's kind of got this like stranglehold on the league back then as like, oh, me and my mates. There's a compelling case for I think it being that. And I think also the fact that it's just Newcastle Manchester United. That back then that was the thing. It was
one quick one to look back on. Liverpool 13-14. 5 points clear, 3 games left.
And you obviously your boys helped with that.
So that Palace and
was Palace.
Steven Gerrard slip.
I would say that looking back at the quality of that side, I think we believed obviously more than anyone else.
Yeah.
In many ways, I think a lot of people are grateful we didn't win it because obviously then it went on to get us Klopp. If we had won that league, I think we probably don't get Klopp in the immediate way. Maybe we get him later, but you just don't get the journey. So maybe people are grateful for that. So at the time,
grateful bottle.
It was bottles. We lived in Bottle Lane, Bottle Town, and that was bad. But now I think we feel all right about that.
Yeah.
Do we not think that money has to come into this?
What do you mean? The amount of money that
Arsenal spent.
Oh right, sorry. Yeah.
The amount of money.
I do.
But if you combine them, the number is absolutely monumental.
Like, if you think about it, the amount of money that Arteta, he came in for a project, he won a COVID FA Cup, whatever you want to say. At the same time, he won the FA Cup, granted, but it's not with his squad. He came in, inherited a squad, won the FA Cup. I think he came in halfway through the season, didn't he? Won the FA Cup. And now it was his project we need to win everything. He's won nothing. And how long has he been there? 7 years. Apart from 6 years of his own project.
I would say restoring Arsenal to a non-banter club team, even though they sometimes manage to slide themselves back into that column just from where they speak.
So you're saying that £1 billion spent is just so that Arsenal aren't a banter club?
Dignity has no price.
I'm not sure. I think if you're going to spend £1 billion, like this is not monopoly money. This is £1 billion of real money to not win anything. I think if Arsenal win nothing this season,
when they do, because I think it is a case of when
they will.
Well, 14 games, anything can happen.
They will win.
I'm praying.
They're going to the quad.
It would be your nightmare if Arsenal win the league and you guys.
I'm out of the country. I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. I'm flying somewhere.
I think my main point with Arsenal is when they win it, I think the conversation flips. And I think at the moment it's hard for us to see. I think when people start going, how good is this Arsenal team? And we start actually comparing, you'll see maybe a little bit more favourably where Arsenal are at. Mm-hmm. They don't play football that I think every other fan goes, oh my God, I wish my team played that. And I think at one point City did that. I think at one point United definitely did that back in the day. Chelsea did it with Conte and with... Obviously, I don't think anyone wanted to play the Mourinho way, but everyone wanted to have Mourinho as their guy. Liverpool certainly had that with Klopp, where you just wanted to be part of Jurgen Klopp's gang. To an extent, I think Spurs had it with Pochettino, and Leicester had it with Ranieri. Arsenal don't have that. I think that is where I would almost question them.
I think that a lot of the chat about Arsenal's style, some of it is fair. I do think a lot of it is kind of copium. Because people have been have been desperate for Arsenal to not win the league for years, and now it's becoming apparent that they probably will win it. It's like, well, they're not doing it the right way, and also
I think they are. I almost think they are.
they've been told for years, doesn't matter if you play well, you just got to get over the line. Doesn't matter if you win all these games.
Yeah.
All you got to do is win. Doesn't matter how. And people are like, well, that is not the right way to win.
Don't just get over the line. You've got to win it by this.
Yeah, this doesn't count. This also doesn't count.
I don't know. I think they're the most boring team.
You have said that.
They're the most boring team, I think, that would ever... If they win a title this year, I think they would be the most boring team. Don't get me wrong,
You can't just say the same line over and over and over.
They're boring! I obviously, being an ex-centre-half, I love the fact that they have pride in keeping clean sheets and stuff like that. Brilliant. And that is what is going to actually get them over the line potentially. But I do think... Do we think this potentially might be the worst front three that could ever win the Premier League?
No, because when you look at their starting front three and you look at how iconic Trossard is... I know Victor Gokras...
Sorry, what? Are you saying in 20 years' time I'm going to watch Premier League years and go, Trossard, what an icon.
I think
Trossard
we'll look back
was.
and we'll say Trossard was such a solid, reliable player for Arsenal. I look at it.
It's not sexy. It's not.
But to the Arsenal team, it is so sexy. And what I will say is, and I know people don't want to bring this up in a lot of conversations, Liverpool really missed Jota this year, and it sounds crude to say, but Trossard is of a similar ilk to someone like Jota, where you look at him and you go, oh, you help us in ways that we just didn't acknowledge.
Yeah. 5 years' time, people go, we don't have a Trossard.
Exactly. We don't have a Trossard. We don't have a Jota. We don't have this. It's that completing factor.
God, we live in a world where we're going to go, I miss Trossard. Grow up. Yes, guys, hope you're enjoying the video. Make sure to check out our sponsors, Bet442. There's a link in the description below and a QR code for you on the screen.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? So to almost compound and go to the opposite of what I'm saying here, I've got a quiz on this phone that is basically... You guys have to guess. Is it prime Arsenal this year or is it prime Stoke City under Tony Pulis?
The fact that we're comparing the two says a lot.
Says everything about the way that the producers want me to speak about this team. Fair enough.
Hidden agendas.
So here we go. Scenario number 1. 43.5% of Premier League goals were scored from set pieces. Is that Arsenal or is that Stoke?
43%.
43.5. That is a high... That's just over half, guys.
I don't know. I think that's... I think that's Arsenal. Because
Stoke
had... Who did Stoke have up top?
Kevin Jones.
Depends what peak Stoke
Fuller.
Fuller scored a few for them. They had Delap's throw in, but I'm going to go Arsenal.
So
I'm going to go Arsenal.
I'm going to go Arsenal.
You're correct. But Stoke back in 2010, 2011 were 40.4% scored as set pieces. That's 19 of 47 and Arsenal are 20 of 46. So come the end of the season, Arsenal are probably still keeping that up as a percentage. Here's number 2. 9 of Premier League goals were scored from throw-ins.
That's got to be Stoke.
Yeah,
Arsenal actually low-key don't have a long throw merchant.
They thought they did for a little while, but they don't.
They don't. They don't have the long throw trait.
I'm saying Stoke as well.
You're right, Stoke. In 08-09, Stoke scored 9 Premier League goals. That was Roy Delap. There is still a Delap in the league.
Yeah.
But I would be testing those genes and going, let's see these arms.
Yes, out.
There's a reason we got you. Number 3. Attempted 1,057 long balls during the season in question. So how many have Arsenal attempted? As in, is it Arsenal or is it Spurs?
I think it's Stoke. Stoke
are
more
Arsenal
like...
don't hoof it.
No, Stoke are more direct. I think Arsenal's just recycle.
So what are you saying?
Ooh, your tone is making me want to change my mind.
Lock in. You've locked in. You said it was Stoke. It's actually Arsenal, everyone. This guy was
Arsenal direct. Arsenal direct.
1,057 long balls have been attempted by Arsenal this season. To put that into perspective, City have only got almost half that at 546. Story number 4.
I'm baffled by that.
11 of Premier League goals this season were scored by defenders.
Oh, it's got to be Arsenal. The amount of goals that Gabriel
Sleeve's got
and Sleeve have scored from headers.
Lock in your answer.
Yeah, but then who scored for Stoke? Who scored for Stoke? Who did they have? Was it Robert Huth? Who did they have? Robert Huth.
Big names.
And was it Shawcross?
Ryan Shawcross.
Yep. They scored a few between them as well.
So what are you saying?
I'm going to go Arsenal.
I don't like your tone.
I'm going Arsenal.
I'll go Stoke then.
The answer is Arsenal. In 24-25, with Gabriel scoring 3, Sleeve and Calafiori each scoring 2, and Timber, Tierney, Kivior and Miles Lewis-Skelly all on 1.
Kivior scored against Palace.
Which, by the way, is also...
The next top goal scorer own goals,
also,
by the way.
Yeah, but Robert Huth... Maybe Robert Huth did have a foot on him, didn't he? Like a traction engine. He scored 6. It's crazy. Anyway, final one. This player averaged 5.35 aerial duels, won for... Can you tell me the player and the team?
Per game, 5.35.
It's so easy when you know the
either
answer.
Gabriel versus Shawcross.
I was going to say Gabriel Arsenal.
You want to say Gabriel? No one wants to vary it up with another famous...
Crouchy.
Sorry, just a famous podcaster.
Peter Crouch.
Crouchy.
What?
Peter Crouch.
Crouchy.
Stoke. And that is the end of the video, guys. Thanks.